This is Business Plan of Action, your one-stop resource to help you build systems and workflows into your business to become a productivity ninja. Today's episode is brought to you by Trello, my favorite productivity tool and game changer in my business. See why one of my clients had to say, "You've given me back at least 5 hours a week. Immense thanks." Let's get into today's episode. How you eat an Oreo cookie says a lot about your business. And I should know, I have brought a Oreo cookie expert, my son, Jack, to help me today. All right. So there are 3 different ways. I know that there are lots of different ways to eat an Oreo cookie, but there are 3 different ways that we're going to talk about them today. All right. Number 1 is to eat it all together. Number 2 is to just eat the cookie. And then number 3 is to eat the creamy inside. Now, at the very end, I want you to stay to the very end because I want to know how you eat your cookie, and I'm going to show you how I eat my Oreo cookie. Are you ready, Jack? Yeah. He has just willingly agreed to help me today. All right, so for the first type of cookie is that you eat the whole thing, all right? You don't literally eat the whole thing, but you eat all of the cookie together. So you're eating the cookie and you're eating the inside of it together, all right? So if you eat your Oreo cookie this way, what it could be saying about your business is that you try to do everything all at one time. You become overwhelmed. You try to incorporate every type of system that you can. You become frustrated, you're stressed, and all of a sudden, this online business idea is not necessarily a good idea anymore at all, right? Okay, so eating it all together, overwhelmed, all right? So number 1. Number 2 is you eat the cookie first, all right? Nice cookie side. So what does this say about your business if you eat the cookie first? It says that, number 1, you lay a solid foundation, a framework for your business that you can build upon, where you have organization, you have systems, and you have workflow. So you do not move on to another task until you have completed the first task. You accomplish the goal first before you move on to the next goal. And you put your blinders on when it comes to all of those shiny objects, all of those great tools that are constantly coming out in online business. That is number 2. Number 3, Jack, this is your favorite one. Is it your favorite one? Yes. I think this is his favorite one. You like to eat the creamy center first. All right, so while Jack is enjoying the creamy center first, if this is the way that you eat your Oreo cookie, then you get to the good stuff first. You don't worry about laying the foundation. You don't worry about productivity, systems, organization, nothing. You are leaving a trail of cookies because you're eating the cookie, the hard crunchy cookie. You're leaving a trail of them behind because you like to eat the center first. Now, I'm going to tell on Jack, when he was little and would eat Oreos, I would just find the cookie part. He would eat all of the insides. I would find the cookie part in the cookie bag, thinking that we still had cookies. We didn't have cookies. We just had the cookie part. So which one of these Oreos is you and your business? Is it you eat it all at one time? You start with the outside and work your way in, building a strong foundation with systems, organization, and workflow? Or you go just straight for the gusto. You see that shiny object, it is working for Susie, and you know it will work for you too. Which one?
For you?
Tell me. What do you think I am?
A 2.
Why? Do you think I'm organized?
Yes.
Ultra organized?
Yes.
And that is true. That's how I eat my cookie. I eat the cookie first, laying a solid foundation for everything. And here's the reason why. I've been in business for over 14 years. And part of that and the luxury of doing my business is a seasonal children's consignment sale. And the luxury of that is that for 6 months, I get to plan and I get to focus on 1 to 2 goals. And I accomplish those 1 to 2 goals before I even move on to anything else. It allows me to delegate. It allows me to put systems in place and organization that is just beyond organization. Why? The sale's bigger than Target, right? Mm-hmm. It's 750 consigners, 400 volunteers, gazillion staff members. It's big. We fill 80,000 square feet. I know you've been in Target, so you know how big I'm talking about. And everything that we do has to do with kids. So it's taught me that having these systems and really organizing and having these workflows is so critical, because we've been in business for 14 years, right, Jack?
Mhm.
And beyond, and now we're moving into 2018. It's okay if you're a 1 or you're a 3, because guess what, Jack?
What?
I've done the work for you, and you're lucky, because in today's episode, I'm actually giving away a blog post workflow, because I want you to see how easy it is to implement a system, time in, time out, time in, time out. I want you to get this one system, this one workflow underneath your belt. So all you need to do in order to access is click on the link below, and you will have immediate access to the blog post workflow. Now, I want you to also just have fun and take a moment. If you have not already signed up for our squirrel newsletter, you need to. Do they need to?
Yes.
They need to, because it's funny, because it's an opportunity for once a week for you to take a moment and just read all of our musings about online business from all of the various platforms. We have a really good time putting it together, and we also put some productivity punch tools in there as well, and that comes out every Tuesday. So if you would like to see, you've got to just register for just at least one, right?
Mhm.
A newsletter? What's a newsletter? We just went off the deep end when it came to the whole squirrel syndrome anonymous, the newsletter, everything. So we'd love for you to get one. All you got to do, click on the orange button below and make sure you get that workflow. Thank you for helping me, Jack.
You're welcome.
All right, you ready to eat some Oreos?
Mhm.
All right, we'll see you soon. This has been the Business Plan of Action. For today's show notes, go to businessplanofAction.com. Until next week, what action are you taking in your business? So the first type is eating all of the cookies. So go ahead and let's try that, Jack. Demonstrate that. No, put the whole thing in your mouth.